Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our preview of round 5.
Yep.
What?
He's here.
He's here.
He's here.
The ghost, Jimmy Jess, turned up.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our preview of round 5. Gather round. Everyone plays.
Everybody plays.
So if you're enjoying the channel, please smash that like button. If you're not already subscribed, smash that button too. We're building a great community and we'd love for you all to join us. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified when a new episode drops. Gentlemen, how are you?
Angelo.
Good afternoon.
Fantastic.
Good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon.
It is. Good show solo there the other day.
Solo.
Tough gig. With
Washington, love songs, you actually singing.
Great.
I know.
That's why I had to come back.
Did you just swear?
Sorry about that.
Can't take him anywhere.
Doesn't matter.
Did you beep it out?
Oh,
I swore when I saw Vito singing on, singing online
They used to call me Karaoke Ken.
Ken.
Soju, drink the soju, go down to the karaoke. All right, let's go. Thursday, Adelaide Oval, 7:40. Adelaide Crows versus Geelong.
Great game.
Just quickly, Geelong had 172 uncontested marks against Melbourne.
What?
Yep, and that is a record.
Has to be. I've never heard of such
It's
a
a record
ridiculous
because Melbourne
figure.
decided not to try and win. They just tried to play damage control.
mitigate
Yeah.
the damage.
So Geelong just sort of had their way and did what they wanted to do. It won't happen on Thursday.
No.
but
I hope it's
no
gonna happen on
chance on
Thursday.
Thursday. Is that a false sense of security for Geelong for doing that? They know Adelaide's coming up. Why are you playing like that? If you play against Adelaide, you're no chance.
I think they were probably not forced to play like they did, but
But they just took what they got, sort of thing.
yeah, it was an ugly. Wouldn't have been easy to knock them
game.
over.
Nah, true.
All right.
Your Crows.
No, my Crows. Yeah,
Yeah, you go bananas. So.
what about them? Mate, they win. They were up. So how unlucky was that? Isaac Rankin. Are
Yeah,
they seriously
absolutely. Yeah.
AFL? Okay, now, I'm not saying this happened or this is a reason, but the Gold Coast are owned by the AFL. There could be conspiracy theories saying...
No. Go, you say it.
No,
Say
no,
it.
No
I
worries,
don't...
no worries, Jesse the Body Ventura.
No, I don't... I know how good was that
Aluminium
show?
tinfoil hats.
Conspiracy theory
Give
with
me a
Jesse
spell.
Ventura. It's a good show. Anyway, so I'm not saying this is what happened, but you could conclude that could be the case. Because, mate, that was a clear... If it wasn't a mark, it's a free kick.
Yeah.
And my boy Isaac ain't kicking it on the full. So they get a result, at least. It's at least a draw, worst case scenario.
Yeah, fair enough.
They've been
Disappointed.
stitched a few times, haven't they?
Mate, they missed the finals because of it. Come on.
On that note, I reckon Adelaide win, and honestly, I reckon they'll win comfortably. They'll be seething after that. One, they got robbed. Two, that they lost by a point, regardless. They'll go out on Friday, especially gather around at home, up and about. I reckon they'll win comfortably. They'll beat Geelong by 4 or 5
Isn't that
goals.
Thursday?
I reckon. Sorry, Thursday. My mistake.
Thursday.
Putting it out there.
Yeah, I think they'll win. I think they'll win comfortably.
How do they go long term defensively? You reckon they're going to stand up? Because I think they'll win comfortably Thursday. I don't think Geelong showed me anything Friday because the week before I'm still unsure about Geelong.
How do you judge it when you play? I'm not having a crack at Melbourne.
what I
Well, I
mean.
am having
Yeah,
a crack
that
at
game
Melbourne.
means nothing.
Because
Yeah.
Melbourne's...
But the week before they were a little bit flaky, I thought.
Yeah. They're in the world of hurt. I can't see Geelong get within 4 or 5 goals, personally.
Fair enough. They have to kick 100 points to beat Adelaide.
And they're not doing that.
No chance. They'll
I
kick
don't
70,
think so.
75.
They're not doing that.
No.
Friday, 7:40 at Adelaide Oval. It's Collingwood versus Sydney.
It's a good game.
They've got a few outs, Collingwood. So Schultz, DeGoey,
Yep.
and Houston.
Yeah, usually.
Obviously doesn't play.
3 big outs, isn't it?
So there's 3 big outs.
Bloody hell,
Comes
I
to the
didn't think of
pack.
that.
Collingwood aren't exactly
Setting the world
Flying,
alight, I agree.
well. They're winning, but they're not that good that they can afford to lose 3 players like that.
but just remember...
And they've been good, those 3 players.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But just remember, Sydney's come off a game with no pressure. I'm just saying.
That's true. No, that's true.
They come off a game with no pressure where they've just ambled around, done what they like, had some dinner while the game was going.
They
right?
went out the back to Nando's for a bit.
Correct. So what I'm trying to say, mate, regardless who's out for Collingwood, you know they'll bring their game. They'll go hard and they'll bring the pressure from
I
the
think
start.
just looking forward at this round, there's a lot of games that'll tell us a lot about teams.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
Sydney North tells us nothing about Sydney, right?
No.
It's more about North Melbourne. Have they improved? Have they
Yeah,
not?
100%.
Right? Sydney, irrelevant. Even the week before when they beat Fremantle aren't exactly setting the world alight, right? So it's kind of like...
Fremantle were good against the Dogs.
Yeah, they were good, but...
I was not there to discuss. Well, that game was going when you were doing
but,
the other show.
But my point is that Fremantle haven't set the world alight. They beat West Coast and the Bulldogs at home under duress, right? Like...
Yeah, they
Okay,
got
so
the
So
job
who do you
done.
reckon wins?
Oh, is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, Collingwood.
Comfortably?
No.
I agree, not
A
comfortably.
scrap. Like, it'll be... not a scrap.
3 goals?
Yeah. It's
I
time
agree.
for Ian Hill to stand up, by the way.
Yeah, he
With
has
those
to.
3 out.
He cost me money last week.
I'm picking Sydney. Sydney. Yeah, I think they got it together, and Collingwood played an ordinary opposition last week and weren't great
But so did
themselves.
Sydney, though.
So did Sydney.
Very ordinary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, more ordinary.
Sydney
than-
looked better beating the ordinary
Okay,
opposition
yeah,
versus the
that's
way
fair enough.
So...
Collingwood looked. I'm not totally convinced on them.
No, I was going to say I'm not disagreeing with you, but we'll see this week
It'll be
who's
tight.
the real team. Who is it? Collingwood or Sydney?
Well,
gonna,
yeah.
But I agree, 3
think
big
it'll-
outs.
And
But Sydney's got outs as well.
Collingwood
They
don't
do.
play like that. I think they can cover.
Yeah, they do.
they can.
You know what I mean?
Like you said before, there's a lot of teams on escalators going the other way.
Yeah.
They're waving to each other. There are some going falling down quickly, and
I
there's
think
some
we're going
on
to get
the
a good
rise quickly.
standing of the season this
But this is
round.
a beauty. This
Yeah.
is a beauty.
Can't wait.
I agree.
Sunday, Barossa Park, 12:30 p.m. North Melbourne are home to Gold Coast.
By the way, that's Saturday.
Okay, I didn't want.
No, it's Saturday, V.
Yeah, I said
Oh,
Saturday.
did I say Sunday?
Oh, man, this is like Laurel and Hardy, mate.
Who's on first?
Far out.
The guy on first base. Who is on first? Well, what are you asking me for?
Anyway, they're playing at some point at Who Cares Corner.
Yeah.
North Melbourne versus Gold Coast.
Let's be honest. They're playing on the winery, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen this ground?
No.
No, it's a local football
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, it
No,
is.
literally,
I'll
right?
just open up a bottle of Plonk at half time.
Plonk.
$2 chuck. Now,
They've got the paddles, the nice paddles at the
Yeah.
brewery that you get
Sure.
with your sample paddles and some cheese and
I get it. They're
some
not the,
peanuts.
Yeah, no, you're right. I get they're not two most supported teams. I get that. But Barossa Park, really?
I think there's other games there as well.
There's another game
Yeah,
the
there's
next
another
day.
game. But I'm just saying, why are they playing there?
It's wide open. There's no real coverage.
I'm not
Oh,
sure
no.
I'd trust any North players at the Barossa at a winery.
They
They drop
will get-
glasses, spill
All,
wine.
all jokes
Take
aside,
3 years
Well, they
to
drop
get
marks. So.
take 3 years to the bar to get the wine and bring it back to
Oh,
the table.
dear.
They'll be awful at a
all
winery.
jokes
North.
aside, they'll get walloped, mate. I'm not kidding you either. They'll get walloped. When I say walloped, it'll be 6-7 goals, and that's being generous.
Jeez.
Yeah, mate. It's going to be hot, 30 degrees.
Oh, is it?
It's all too hard. Gold Coast will just go, no worries, leave it to us,
You,
mate.
you hope not for North's sake. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, you hope
Okay.
that they're in the game.
I can't. I'm being honest.
That's
I'm
not
not being.
what I'm asking you. I'm saying you hope that they are in the game.
Yeah.
Because last week they took 11 steps back, I thought.
Can you see him being in the game?
No, I can't. No, being in the game, I can see them if they're serious. If they don't, this isn't about winning this week. I think that they need to be in the game.
No. Sorry,
Hold on.
interrupt you.
Hold on.
Yep.
They need to be in the game with a chance to win, right? I don't care if they don't win. Like, just as a neutral, just as North going forward. But don't show me that crap from last week. That was under 10 stuff, mate.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Don't get an argument
So-
for me. But I disagree with. No. They need to start winning games, mate.
I agree, but they showed last week that they're not even capable of that yet, right? They've
Next year,
taken-
mate.
Yeah.
Nah, I want to hear it.
Well, it has to be.
What are you saying next year now?
They're cooked for this year.
Already, round 4.
Yeah. Yep. We'll talk
Oh.
about it in Club Corner.
Yeah, I know,
This
but
is a
Clark
club
Hunt's gotta
corner
go
coming
there.
up. This is a
That's
club
exactly
corner.
right. They got blokes that are not interested. They got blokes that are looking at other clubs already.
You reckon?
They got their bottom half.
What blokes are looking at other clubs?
I'll tell you what interest does he have?
No,
I
he
mean, we'll
doesn't
get
think-
onto that
yeah.
Yeah. Club
at
corner,
a different
yeah,
time.
fair
But their bottom half. This is inside the game. Their bottom 10 players. Jeez, you know how I'm big on bottom 5s and bottom 6. They're bottom 10.
Yeah, horrendous. I agree with you. I was kidding myself thinking.
I want to ask you about Griffin Logue. Is he fit for AFL
No,
football?
You said something that was spot on.
no.
Because I
He's got to
saw
lose weight, doesn't he?
Yeah, I saw him and I go, "What do you look like an out of shape VFL player,
Yeah.
not AFL player? Mate, you need to lose 20 kilos.
Yeah.
You're too heavy. You need to be
Can't
agile and
move.
nimble."
Can't move.
So they dropped Toby Pink for that.
They did,
Alistair
yeah.
Clarkson, that's disgusting. I'm sorry.
Agree.
Mate, you might be fit, but you're not fit. Remember what I said about DeGoey a couple of weeks ago? I said
Collingwood held him back.
Held him back because he wasn't ready for AFL football. Mate, he's ready to play down the road. He's ready to play VFL. But we want you at your peak. That rubbish, Griffin Logue,
He's
20 kilos overweight.
Can't move.
I don't care if he's he might be all muscle, but mate,
You
you've got to
can't
get rid
move.
of some of that. You can't. Yeah, he could not move.
He's not agile enough.
That's just not on. But anyway, yeah,
For me, Gold Coast 7-8 goals.
And Gold Coast, percentage, they're a top 4 side because of their easy draw. So
How much I win by?
10 goals.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd be angry if I was the North.
What do they win by? York?
No, I don't know, five-ish,
Okay.
4 to 5.
Fair enough.
And that's being generous. but anyway.
That's the line.
Okay, Saturday at Adelaide Oval. Is this the same time?
120,
Or
35
half hour,
minutes,
35
35
minutes.
minutes.
It's Carlton.
actually, sorry, 45 minutes.
It's
apart.
Carlton versus West Coast.
Exactly.
What?
West Coast win.
What?
Sorry, Carlton win. I just wanted to see your
almost
ears.
fell off my chair.
I wanted to see your ears pick
Mate,
up.
nothing.
Well, Carlton will win this by 75 points, maybe 100. West Coast, and
Mate,
they're falling in a mire. What's a mire?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I like
They're
it.
falling
It's
in
a
a
department
trough.
store.
Am I? It's the
They're
department
falling in a trough.
Oh, veto.
Department
It
store.
is.
Oh, veto.
It is.
Touche. Let's get our composure because that's ridiculous.
I think you liked it.
Yeah, I love
more
it.
than-
Because I didn't see it coming. Well, I didn't know you were going to say it. I didn't say. Anyway, I'd be disgusted if Carlton win by 75 points.
What?
Why?
Disgusted they should win by 100?
No. But what?
I know what he's saying.
So take the easy beats. And
Yeah, he's right.
It's about the opposition they got this week.
what
Charlie
I'm
kicks
saying.
at 8 or 9. I
Yeah,
know he
Charlie
did.
kicks 10.
I'd be disgusted. So what, Carlton? If they were a serious team, he's not playing well enough to get a game this week.
Harry.
No, he's not.
No, Charlie or Harry.
Yeah, no, he's
either
not.
of them.
He's not.
Right? But knowing Carlton and Michael Voss, he'll just play all his
know what to
favourites
do?
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
and get their confidence back. And maybe it is the right thing to do, but I don't think it is. 0-4, mate. It's not time. How about you get the kids' confidence to win that game? How about you get Ashton
Yeah.
Moya and
That's
these
fair
blokes?
enough.
I told you,
That's
Will
fair.
White had a... Mate, he was pretty
that ain't
impressive.
happening.
No, I
Is
know
it?
that. But what I would do,
I agree.
you know? But anyway,
All jokes aside, but anyway, Carlton win by 10 goals plus. It's
I don't know about margin,
if
but Carlton.
if they don't, there is big problems.
Yeah.
if they don't. So, okay, let me ask you.
They're rudderless, West Coast.
Yeah, we know
Yeah,
this.
they're a mess.
So let's say
Mess.
West Coast win. What happens?
Oh,
He's just
No,
about-
let's just...
He's got to go. Voss
He's got to go, doesn't he? After 5
He has to.
losing
you would
to
think he would.
Yeah.
He can't survive if they lose to West
Yeah,
Coast.
there's
think he
no...
would.
I
There's
don't care whose fault it is. He can't survive
What
if
are
they
they?
lose to
0
West
and
Coast.
6?
five. Yeah, but losing to West
No,
Coast...
they'll
and
be 0
Richmond-
and 6. I'm saying if they lose to West Coast.
No, 5.
No,
Oh,
5.
they're 4. Yeah.
You're
Well, they've
predicting
lost
the
to
North
Richmond.
one. And West Coast. So,
Bulldogs.
yeah.
But they could possibly, if they lose to West Coast, why can't they lose to North, even though North is no
course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
We're getting ahead of ourselves, but
They have to win the next 2 weeks by a combined total of 150 points.
for him to keep his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know
getting
about keeping a job. I don't know about that.
Nah,
No,
fair
but I know
enough.
you mean 10 goals plus on both games.
Yeah. Yep. Get on the lines.
Jeez.
Anything else to add to that? No,
Nah.
West Coast really poor. Their captain didn't even toss the coin. Although I believe it was Tim Kelly's 100th game at West Coast. That's why they gave him the coin to toss.
And do you think 100 games is worthy of tossing the coin?
What do you,
I'm just asking.
What are your thoughts? I don't know if we've discussed about the Oscar Allen and Sam Mitchell.
You know my thoughts? I'll tell you straight up. If I was Oscar Allen, I'd be saying to him, I'm done. I'm going. You want to play me? Play me. If you don't want to play me, I'm
Yeah.
out at the end of the year. That's it.
So
don't put
honesty
me
there.
up. Yeah, don't put me up on a press conference to make me look like a
How
fool.
much of a lie do you look like?
That was
Yeah.
bad.
He
What was he apologising for?
Exactly.
What's he ashamed of?
they embarrassed. No, he
Nah, he would've
he
been-
said it. He goes, yeah, someone
but-
wrote that script.
Yeah, so the club put him up to it. Disgraceful by West
I
Coast.
agree, absolutely.
Disgraceful.
When I saw it, I go, he's not when I say lying through his teeth, he's been told you need to
Mate,
say this,
of
and
course.
this.
That club is. That club's in the
in the
mire.
mire.
It's in the mire,
It's
mate.
in- what
It's in the
department?
mire window.
What department are they
I don't know.
in?
In
They're not
basement. In the
not
basement.
upstairs in the kitchen.
No, no.
Remember there was a
Nah.
kitchen
Mate,
upstairs
there
in
was
Wire?
kitchen.
Remember Don Pike last year said when they sacked Adam Simpson, he said, "Oh, he'll be coaching another game." At the press conference, Adam Simpson actually goes, "We haven't spoken about that."
Yeah.
What are you doing there? A mess, West Coast. They've got no chance against Carlton.
Nah.
This has got nothing to do with Carlton. This is a West Coast thing.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are putrid. No one wants to be there. No one wants to play there.
Okay,
That's it.
so if West Coast beat Carlton, what are you going to do?
He'll get
I'm gonna do a
25,000 views on his.
I'm going to do a
club
live
corner.
stream from Optus Oval or whatever it's called.
Yeah, we're
these
going
days.
down with the set.
We're going down,
with
and
the
we'll,
stuff.
we'll do it from there. I'm going to do a club corner
Right
from
in the middle of
front
the ground.
and wait for Michael to. I'm going to hand him his papers. That's what I'm going to do.
Jeez.
Anyway, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Should players be talking to other clubs at this time of year? Because it happens,
Absolutely.
right?
I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens.
Yeah, I think they should.
But they've
Just
just
we
got to
don't-
make some sort of a legality about it, I think. Because it's illegal to do it in the NFL.
Yeah, in the NFL.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm talking to Geelong.
You're allowed to trade players inside the comp, but you're not allowed to. Players can't come out and say, I'm playing.
No.
The NRL, they do it.
Yeah, but as I said, he's not playing for him. He's just met with someone else to look at his future.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
yeah.
he? So he's going to wait until October to go, well, you know what? I'll get traded. So next week he's going to sell his house in
Yeah.
1 week. Come on, mate.
Move on.
Okay.
Saturday, Norwood Oval, Twilight, 4:15, Western Bulldogs versus Brisbane. We spoke about this ground last year, how it's got one narrow wing. It's incredible. It's a straight, narrow wing.
It's Geelong.
It's Geelong
It's narrower
adjacent.
than Geelong.
Far out.
That's disgusting.
Are the Dogs a chance because it's at a neutral venue or not? Not really.
Nah, there's no chance.
No chance.
There's no chance, are they?
Brisbane will win this game easily.
Yeah,
I won't
arm's
say
length.
easily.
Arm's length.
Yeah, arm's length all
They have
day.
to fight for it, but there's
yeah.
no chance the Bulldogs.
4 goals, 5 goals. It'll be.
I like the Bulldogs. They're having
They're
a crack.
fighting, but they're fighting out of their,
out of their
weight
weight division
Thank you.
at the moment.
It's
Yeah,
true.
They're having
yeah.
a crack the Dogs, but they're just at the moment they're just not good
Not
enough.
with Brisbane, not against Brisbane.
Nah.
So.
And they've got the best footballer in the competition at the moment.
Nick Dacos,
Darcy.
second best.
Darcy.
Second best. Come on, I'll give you second.
Okay, give me a second.
Not
Dacos is
There's
number
no Nick Dacos, mate.
Give me a second.
Nah,
He's-
actually,
he will be the best footballer in the competition.
no.
Yeah, he's a superstar, Darcy.
Darcy.
Yeah,
we know-
absolute
we know that, but-
superstar.
In my mind, there's Nick Dacos, Daylight, and then there's number 3. There's no number 2
Mate,
because he
there's
takes
no number
because
two.
he's so far ahead.
Hey, Darcy's coming.
No, I think Darcy's behind another bloke, Ashcroft, for me.
Get
Will
there too.
Ashcroft.
Oh,
Who called him not a champion? Anyway.
what?
No, someone said, oh, it was
While you're talking, let's go on to
Sorry.
Satellite.
Adelaide.
Satellite Oval. 7:35. Melbourne versus Essendon.
That's an interesting game for real.
Someone has to win, which is
Yeah, no,
unfortunate.
it's not. It's not interesting at all.
Essendon easy?
Easy.
Surely Essendon.
Easy.
Surely.
I'll tell you why. Zach Merritt cares.
Yeah, you're
Petrarca
right.
and Oliver don't.
Don't.
That's
Nah.
the difference. Am I right?
That's right.
They don't care. Zach Merritt cares. Essendon win. That's it. He'll get them over the line.
I don't think they'll whack them, though.
No. But when I say easily, they win the game.
They're
it's-
just not
it's
capable,
No,
Melbourne.
they're not. They can't kick a score. They're not
Yeah.
interested.
So they won't be in danger at all in that game yesterday.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
don't
I agree
think
with
so.
you.
I'd be shocked if it's that much of a struggle for them, you know?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and again, this isn't about Essendon, it's more about Melbourne.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
I
think,
think Essendon win.
I don't think they'll smack them, though.
Nah, probably not.
What's the next game?
Oh, you don't want to...
I said Essendon will win.
Oh, your Bombers. You don't want to
My
hype
Bomber-
them up?
No, not
No?
at the moment. I just want to see a victory.
They need to
They're
do
playing
more than that.
Melbourne.
Do we want to see... what's his name? The forward. Oh, actually,
Caddy.
Yeah, Caddy taking marks.
Take,
And not just getting his bloody
He's got a
hands to
nice
it.
vertical leap.
Great vertical. And he gets his
But
hands
all
to everything.
baby giraffes have to learn how to walk.
Mate.
He's a baby giraffe.
So he hasn't developed limbs yet?
He's got hoofs.
I was going to say that...
Do giraffes have hoofs?
Giraffes.
Yeah. He's a baby giraffe at the moment.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I reckon he's got bricks for hands, mate. He can't.
He's got symbols for hands.
Yeah, he can't-
he's got to show a bit. I agree with that.
He's just got to take marks.
He's
That's it.
young. He's raw.
I
God,
know.
you want him to
All
do.
right.
You want him to do like.
All right. Would he drop those marks at training?
Herculean. No,
No,
You want him to do Herculean
No, I
efforts.
don't. I actually
6
don't.
games of footy.
I'm with him on that.
I actually don't want him to do Herculean things. Just take a mark.
He will.
Even if it's 1 out of 3, he takes 0 out of 10 or 1 out of 10.
He'll get it together.
Okay,
He
fair
has
enough.
the ability. That's
No,
why
no,
I, think he'll
I
get it
agree,
together.
but I want to see it.
yeah.
Sunday at Barossa Park, 12:35.
Blockbuster.
Richmond versus Fremantle. So both games are at 12:35. There must be an issue with the daylight down there or
No,
something.
oh, maybe that, or
Just
maybe 'cause-
telecast for the telecast. I think.
Yeah. So Richmond
The
are
other
playing
game.
Fremantle.
Yeah.
could be because honestly, this isn't taking the year on, but it could be because of the because Barossa is a wine thing.
Maybe.
Maybe they want people to go spend the night, whatever. So finish early, go to the winery. Seriously,
No, perhaps.
like a day
Put
out.
two
sort of
rubbish games on for them. So the
thing. Well, not rubbish, but early games. I'm saying, like, doesn't matter who's playing because it finishes by
Yeah,
3
then
o'clock.
they-
It's done, right?
yeah,
Then
then-
you've got the winery tour. It could be a package for all we know.
dinners, yeah.
Let us know if
dinners.
anyone's going. Like, if anyone's going to Barossa Park, let us know because
Especially if you're a Richmond supporter, because I reckon they'll win.
Really?
There's my upset.
what's the medic's number? Can you call him? What are you talking about?
Richmond will upset Fremantle here.
Why?
Why? No reason. No, and I'll tell
No
you,
reason. No, you've got to give me a reason.
Fremantle's a better side. I'm not an idiot. I know that, right? But I'm saying just these games sometimes where you just rock up to these grounds, they're not prepared. Big game against Bulldogs won. We're playing the Tigers. Watch Richmond have a crack all day.
Yeah.
And if Freo don't come with their A game, Richmond will go over the line, and it can happen. And I reckon Richmond wins.
We know Richmond will have a crack.
Richmond will win this by kick. Watch.
So, yeah, Richmond had a crack and Brisbane had to bring their A game and won by 5 goals.
Yeah,
so
but
you're
Brisbane-
saying...
But Brisbane's not.
That's what I'm
Brisbane's
saying.
a 5-goal better side than
That's what I'm
Freo.
saying. So you're saying that if Frio's not quite...
Switched on.
Brisbane had to have a roll their sleeves up to beat Richmond.
Yeah, but it was never in
So
doubt.
do you agree?
No, it wasn't in doubt.
I know what
turn
you
up,
mean.
Okay, so if they turn
Yeah, I
up
know
with
what
a
you
cocky
mean.
attitude, can Richmond get
But
them?
they won't. They're not that team.
It's capable. It's a capable task.
I tip Richmond win this game by under a kick.
Wow, that's big. I didn't see that
I'm
coming.
tipping Freo in a low-scoring game by 10 points.
So you're not saying
Wouldn't surprise me.
okay.
No,
It
it doesn't
surprised
surprise me
me.
at all.
It
So
surprised
a
me.
hiding.
I think Fremantle will win though.
Yeah. Oh, I think Fremantle will win. I
They've
can't
got to
see
get there.
Richmond.
They've got to win these games, Freo.
Like a young side going to not even Adelaide, Barossa Park.
Yeah, that's all
It's
right.
going to be a tough task, right?
It is.
These kids are 18. They've never even been outside of Melbourne, right?
No, you're
Like,
right.
it's like,
but
it's
they
gonna be
will
bloody
just
tough.
throw everything at it, mate.
Yeah, they can throw the kitchen sink, mate. It's not going to matter. But
All
anyway,
right, okay.
I hope you're... No, I don't hope. I don't... Actually, I do hope you're right. I don't want to see Fremantle in the finals, but that's another story.
Sunday, Norwood Oval at 3:20. St Kilda versus GWS.
My Saints. I told you I'm on board. I'm on.
We had someone in the comments about that. You're finally on the train.
Oh,
On the
mate, I
train.
call it as I see it, people. I mean, it is what it is. The Fraser Gehrig train.
Here's an interesting stat. St Kilda's last 12 games,
Yep.
they are sitting 9 wins and 3 losses.
Jeez.
Their last 12 games, because they closed out last year with 6 and 2,
6-2,
and
yeah.
then they're 3 and 1 this year.
I didn't know that. Good start. That's
pretty good.
work.
So you put that up against Carlton's last 12 games, 2 and 10. Essendon's last 12 games, 3 and 9. Melbourne's last 12 games, 3 and 9.
Jeez.
So
They're flying the Saints.
So what are you saying? They
They won't.
finish...
They can play
Play finals?
finals. Yeah, they can.
Notice how I didn't have 100 nuggets on them not playing finals? But Fremantle, I'm confident. St Kilda, I'm not.
They can make it.
Yeah, they can. I'm not sure if they will, but they can. They're capable.
They do this every year anyway. They start
They
off
do,
like
yeah,
yeah,
you're
they
right.
do. That's true. That's
and
true.
then they just peter away.
You're
well,
right.
they're going to get a reality
And this will
check
be the start
week.
of it
Yeah,
because
this will be the
GWS
start.
will comfortably beat
But
them.
you wouldn't begrudge them if they get beat by 5 goals, and they'll fight it.
It depends.
Look, they'll fight.
What I like about them, they're trying to score now, right? Even on the weekend, they went into their shell, they got in front and let Port back into it. Mate, just keep going. Keep scoring.
Yeah, go.
My new favourite player will tear him a new one this week.
Who's that?
Tom Hogan.
Finland Callahan.
Finland.
He's a beautiful footballer.
Oh,
He's beautiful to watch.
He's
Is that the best word for it?
Yeah, he's a tremendous
that's fair.
player.
That's fair.
Tremendous player.
Your favourite player?
He's my favourite player to watch. Just the way he moves, mate.
Fair
is-
enough. Fair enough.
I love the GWS.
And he's got
the way they
beautiful,
play.
mate. He's got a sweeping left foot, and it's not just sweeping; it actually hits targets. You know,
Yeah,
I
fair
love
play.
watching him.
So we're all going GWS?
Yeah, I reckon
assume?
GWS comes.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Sunday, Adelaide Oval. It's a night match, 7:20. Port Adelaide versus Hawthorn. It's the revisit of the plane. You're not flying.
You're not flying.
You're not flying.
going.
During surgeries.
So this is what maybe was going on. We're not really sure. Got a bit to say, Kenny, and
Fantasy Island, the plane.
That one. What a waste of time this is. What a waste of time this game is.
They could have played the golf at Carpentaria.
So,
wouldn't they?
Golf and Carpentaria.
Oh, it's warm there.
It's going to be warm there, I reckon. It's going to be 30 degrees on
It's going to
Saturday.
be 30 here on Saturday too, in Melbourne.
Yeah, there you go.
It's good. No games in Melbourne this week.
No, no.
Perfect conditions.
Perfect.
No, but it's
games,
over there,
of
it's
course.
30 as well, they're
Yeah.
saying.
Isn't it funny when they did the fixture? Let's start with Adelaide and we'll finish with Port Adelaide. The big showdown. What a rubbish game.
Oh, well,
this is.
they couldn't predict that.
No, I know. But what they'd be spewing now that Port Adelaide are just useless.
You know what?
Yeah.
You expect Hawthorn to win comfortably, right? No problem.
They will.
But you don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know.
They're
I
shocking.
actually tip
Yeah.
Hawthorn because I reckon they'll win and win well. But
Well, we've learnt today that obviously Day's out.
Will Day's out.
That's
for
a big loss
few
for 'em.
months. Nah,
for 4
you
months.
reckon that's a loss for them?
They don't rely on one player.
No, they don't, but he's
do
lost.
not.
They don't, but He missed a lot of
helps.
footy last year too, didn't
Yeah,
he?
and they still
Yeah.
won a lot of games without him. So
Okay,
I'm going to use a line off Angelo, which I've forgotten. Fuck.
So is Butters going to make a difference
If
for
you
the
can-
week off, for the week that he's come back?
He didn't
him-
care last week.
It's not about Butters.
No, but I'm saying Rosie becomes better.
They-
Did he? You want to
There's
say
something wrong about them. They didn't
the
look.
coach,
They
the
didn't,
coach.
I think it is.
Connor Rosie has zero interest in
Yeah,
playing
they
football.
made him-
He
they made
just,
him-
he kept coming off, and
Yeah, and just sooking, sitting there.
I don't know. Horn Francis had a crack, but
To his credit, he did have a
Yeah,
crack.
that's all right. So he should.
they're
The sook.
dysfunctional. They're dysfunctional.
You want to go there, mate? Chalk
Maybe
up there,
they,
buddy.
you know what it is there. He doesn't have to take ice baths.
That's it. Well, when it's 30 degrees.
Yeah, yeah.
Turn up to
But
Hawthorn for me, 3-4 goals. I haven't got them.
easily Hawthorn,
Yeah.
I reckon. I reckon
Yep.
easily. But I was going to say something, Angelo.
That's gone. There you have it, our preview of round 5 in the books. Let us know who you think wins. Enjoy Gather Round. It's a good round. We'll see you in the next one.
It's a good round. You hated it for years.
I know.
I hate it.